EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie, and he's going to... get this one across the 30-yard line.
Get set!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Shell on the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
For C.J. Procise. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin with Michel on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
65.
And it's Michel once again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
675.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to throw, Love. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Throwing on third down. Love. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Again, it's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
622. Regular.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle and an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a first down throw. Luck being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. On first down, again, they go precise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Travon Howard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, Michelle across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down carry for Process. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. 12. 11. 12. Tempo.
From the gun, here's Locke. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Locke. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now a play fake, and it's Locke.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Tempo. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with his first NFL pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Luck on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, Luck. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurry, hurry! 12. 12.
To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Monday. Reggie. 12. Color.
Throwing is Locke. Benjamin's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel down right around the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on!
Now Etling sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll throw it here. Etling. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
12.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come up in the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the... And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And an alley to run. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error... I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Luck now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead extends. It's 15-0. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A give. This is Michelle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corey Legion able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, Michel, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Gatling to throw it, and it'll bring, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw, Etling. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Luck going to throw it. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to let the... That's got to feel good for Andrew Luck. His first touchdown pass since New Year's Day of 2017. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.